All right, let's jump right in. We're going to be talking about something that is poised to completely reshape how we, and more importantly, how our AI buys things. It's called AP2, the Protocol for Agentic Commerce, and it's a pretty big deal.
So think about this for a second. You tell your personal AI, hey, book me a trip to Palm Springs for a long weekend in November. Find a flight, get a hotel, and keep the whole thing under $700. And then it just happens. Your agent goes out, talks to other agents, finds the best deals, and books it all without you lifting another finger. That's not some far-off dream. That's agentic commerce, and it's coming fast.
It all sounds amazing, right? But there's one massive, glaring problem. When your little AI agent goes to actually pay for that tip, how does anyone know it's legit? How does the airline know you really approved that purchase?
And that, right there, is the fundamental disconnect. Our entire payment system, credit cards, bank transfers, online checkouts, you name it, it was all built on one core assumption, that there's a human being on the other end of the transaction clicking buy. The second you replace that human with a piece of autonomous software, the whole trust model just breaks.
This brings us squarely to what the industry is calling the AI payments problem. And at its heart, it's all about a massive trust gap that opens up the moment agents start trying to spend money.
See, when you click that buy button, you're making a commitment. You're on the hook. But what does it even mean when an AI does it? Who's responsible? How can a business trust that the request is real and not just the AI hallucinating, or even worse, some kind of sophisticated fraud?
To really get this right, we have to nail the answers to three absolutely essential questions. These are the pillars of trust for any transaction. First up, authorization. How can a merchant or a bank be 100% certain that you, the human with the wallet, actually gave the green light for this specific purchase? We need rock-solid, verifiable proof.
Second is authenticity. Okay, so maybe you authorized something, but is what the agent is about to buy what you actually wanted? What if it misunderstood you? We have to ensure the AI's action perfectly matches your intent.
And finally, the big one, accountability. When a transaction goes wrong, and it will, who foots the bill? Is it you, the merchant, the bank, the company that built the AI? Without a crystal clear answer here, this whole idea is dead in the water.
So this is where the Agent Payments Protocol, or AP2, steps in. It's being designed as an open standard to create that secure foundation for this new world. You can think of it as a kind of digital handshake, a way for everyone involved to build trust.
And the absolute core of AP2 is this really elegant concept called a mandate. Honestly, the best way to think about a mandate is as a digital contract. It's tamper-proof, it's signed with cryptography, and it's the verifiable proof of your instructions that everyone in the chain can point to.
Now, these mandates are flexible. They work in two main ways. Let's say you're right there, shopping with your agent. You'll sign what's called a cart mandate to give the final okay on that specific cart at that specific price. But for those delegated tasks, like telling your agent to snag concert tickets the moment they drop, you'd sign an intent mandate ahead of time. That gives the agent its rules, the price limit, the number of seats, and so on.
So what you get in the end is this beautiful chain of evidence, all linked together by these signed mandates. It creates a complete, unbreakable audit trail for every single purchase. Suddenly, those big questions about authorization and authenticity, they're answered, and you have a clear basis for accountability.
Okay, so we've solved the trust problem. That's great, but so what? Well, AP2 isn't just a security blanket. It's a whole new playbook for how businesses can operate. It literally unlocks entirely new ways of doing commerce.
The possibilities here are pretty incredible. Think about smarter shopping. A customer wants a jacket, but it's out of stock. Instead of losing that sale, they can tell their agent, buy this for me the second it's back in stock, as long as it's under $200. Boom! That's a sale you would have otherwise lost. Or what about personalized offers? Your agent could tell a merchant's agent that you're planning a trip, and that merchant's agent could instantly create a custom bundle for you. Say, a bike rental and a helmet at a special price. It's turning simple intent into a much bigger sale.
And look, this isn't just some academic exercise. The heavy hitters are already gearing up for this. Prakhar Malhotra, who heads up AI globally for PayPal, put it perfectly. He said, AP2 provides that critical foundation and the clarity the entire ecosystem needs to move forward with confidence.
Now here's maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. The whole philosophy behind AP2 isn't about one company winning or controlling the future. It's about everyone building it together.
And that's what makes this so powerful. AP2 is not a product someone is trying to sell you.
It's an open, shared protocol, a common language that anyone can build on. It's designed to work with other open standards, which is key to making sure we don't end up with a dozen different incompatible systems.
The industry is already rallying around this idea in a big way. We're not talking about a few startups in a garage here. More than 60 of the biggest organizations in the world are already collaborating on this. And just look at who is at the table. It's the entire ecosystem. You've got the payment giants, MasterCard, Amex. You've got the tech leaders, Salesforce, Intuit. You have massive commerce platforms like Etsy, and even the major players from the Web3 space like Coinbase. This kind of broad support tells you everything you need to know about where this is all heading.
Which really brings us to the final, critical question, the one for you. This shift, it's happening. The foundation for autonomous commerce is being poured right now. So the question isn't if this is coming, it's when. Is your business going to be ready for it?